guys, and welcome to I'm Playing Trail of the Twister. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've played this game once or twice.
Hi, I'm Nancy
I don't
Drew.
remember the
This is my
details.
center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okie dokie then. Well, we don't need to see past cases. That's just gonna start us. So
P.G. Krollmeister has hired me to investigate a series of equipment meltdowns that have been plaguing the prominent Oklahoma storm research team he sponsors. Since his team has been expected to win the $100 million grant at stake in the upcoming Green Skies storm competition, Krollmeister suspects that there is something far more sinister than simple equipment failure going on. I'll be joining the team undercover, replacing their previous intern, Pete, who wound up with a broken leg after one of the accidents stranded him directly in the path of a storm. Stepping in at the most dangerous and chaotic period of the chase season, I'm going to have to keep my wits about me to stay on top of the sabotage and the storms.
Well, this sounds like fun. We're gonna chase some tornadoes. We can't actually die because, someone's mowing the lawn outside Nancy's house. That's a little weird. Tornado! Nancy, get out the car.
Whoa, oh my gosh!
I suppose staying in the car is probably the safest, but you might, cars can be lifted by tornadoes, right? Run into the house. Por favor. Where's the door? Thank you.
That's a weird piece of debris. Whoa, it's filled with money.
Once again, amazing job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
I better take this and see who it belongs to.
Yeah. Just straight jack that. Okay. Hello, Nancy. Sorry we missed you. We're out chasing. The wind shear readings are strong enough that there may be a possible tornado forming to the north. Until our return, I'd like you to familiarize yourself a bit with our operation. Please take the tornado quiz on the computer in the cellar. Don't worry, we don't care how you score. Also, there's a stack of papers in the dining room that needs to be filed away in the cabinet. You'll have to use my ordering system, but I've left notes for you on how it works. And you'll want to drive down the street to Ma and Pa's general store to meet Pa. There's a GPS in the car. You'll like him. He's quite the character. Thanks for filling in last notice. Thanks for filling in last notice? That's not a correct sentence. I look forward to meeting you in person. Blah, blah, blah. I can read. Okay. Gotta go to the cellar. What up? Quiz. The Weather Service will issue what type of alert when a tornado has been spotted? That is a warning. Yes! A tornado warning means a tornado has been confirmed on the ground or that Doppler radar is showing a circulation where a tornado could form. A tornado watch is issued when conditions for tornado or severe weather to form are possible. Have a weather radio on hand in case the power goes out. If a warning is issued in your area, seek shelter immediately. See, at college we were issued the tornado watch and warnings all the time. There was never a tornado, but one time I tried to sleep in my bathtub anyway. What? I was on like the 12th floor. There's nothing else I can do. How many tornadoes are recorded on average each year in the United States? Nope. Yay, 1,000. The majority of tornadoes occur in the area known as Tornado Alley, which partially includes Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Weather in this region offers ideal conditions for tornadoes to form, particularly during peak season from late winter to early spring. Though most common in Tornado Alley, tornadoes have occurred in every state. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Tornadoes are measured using what system? Crap. Yay, F-scale! Invented by Dr. T. Theodore Fujita. Oh my, the Dragon Ball Z references are just... I don't even watch that show. The Fujita scale, or the F scale, categorized tornadoes into 5 ratings from F0, minor winds of gusts of 45 to 78 miles per hour gusts, producing light damage like broken tree limbs, to F5, destructive gusts of 262 to 317 miles per hour and total destruction, houses completely removed from foundations. As of February 1st, 2007, the new Enhanced Fujita Scale, or EF scale, has been implemented. The new EF scale better accounts for type of building material used in structures. A destroyed mobile home ranks an EF2 when rating the tornado's wind speeds, something previously ignored in the original F scale. Ratings are only given to tornadoes after damage has been assessed, not during the tornado itself. Interesting. Versus hurricanes, which are just, categorized all the time. The least safe place to seek shelter in a public place, such as a theater or mall during a tornado, is a large room. Yay! Correct. Large open areas such as auditoriums or gyms should be avoided. The lack of roof support makes these areas susceptible to collapse during a tornado. Public areas should have designated storm shelters available, either specific shelter or reinforced interior bathrooms or corridors. In preparation for an emergency, every family should have a tornado plan in place and this item: a disaster kit. A disaster kit contains essential supplies in case of emergency for every member of your family, including pets. Items from basic staples to household tools to first aid kits should be included. Items such as water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. Full recommended lists can be obtained at local emergency management offices. Now, they're not saying that literally every house needs to have this, but you really should have some sort of plan, or at least know where certain things are in an emergency. Because if you live in a state where hurricanes happen, you need stuff like this. If you live in a state where earthquakes happen, you need it. And it's generally good to have in case you just get hit by a huge lightning storm and the power goes out and animals are freaking out or someone trips down the stairs. Just have some stuff prepared. Know how to handle a basic emergency, and you will feel so much better when you have to deal with one. Which of the following is not indicative of a possible tornado? Greenish looking sky, hook echo on Doppler radar, downburst, rotating clouds. Yay, a downburst. A downburst is a different type of severe weather event. In a downburst, all of its winds flow out, whereas a tornado's winds flow into the tornado itself. Downbursts are difficult to predict and can cause severe damage due to strong straight-line winds. Okay. On average, what percentage of tornadoes each year rank as either an EF4 or an EF5? I will go with not many of them. Come on. Yay! That's very nice to know. Only 1% of tornadoes in the U.S. are ranked as the devastating EF4 or 5. The majority, about 80%, are EF0 or EF1. The highest recorded wind speed in a tornado was recorded during the May 3, 1999 Oklahoma City storm. It clocked in at 318 miles per hour. I don't ever want to live in Oklahoma. They just have so many tornadoes. If you live in Oklahoma, I'm sorry. You're probably a pro at this. And I'm getting all the questions wrong. What causes the most injuries during a tornado? Being an idiot. Flying debris. While the extreme high winds are a danger, it's nothing compared to the flying debris being carried by them. At speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour, common household objects picked up by the tornado become deadly missiles. And this is no joke. Like, things can just stab into you or decapitate you or run into your head. There probably should have been, a trigger warning there, but we're talking about tornadoes, people. So you gotta just deal with it. Yay! You initially answered 5 out of 8 correctly. Yay. Okay, we're done. Bye. We've done that portion of the program. What's over here? Let's explore someone else's stuff. Test drive today. $43,900. It's like wanting a Tesla now. Although they have the $35,000 one. And let me tell you, if I had a job, that'd be on my dream list.
Mice! I agreed to tornadoes, but I did not sign up for mice.
The mice are way less scary than the tornado, Nancy. So much less scary. Okie dokie. Their emergency bag looks okay. What's over here? Charts with some stuff. Not paying attention to it yet, because I don't know why it's there. Hi, person.
Nancy, is that you?
No.
Yes, that's me.
Scott wants to meet you.
Be right there.
Nancy Drew, you made it. I'm Scott Varnell, the person in charge of this meteorological train wreck. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Click the button.
Did you see the tornado?
What tornado? Thanks to the lousy equipment that uncle of yours stuck us with, we just spent the last hour chasing down a bunch of cumulonimbi barely capable of spawning a spring shower, let alone a tornado. Wait a minute. Did you see a tornado?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As I was driving up to the farmhouse, it wasn't that big, but it sure threw a lot of debris around.
Well, isn't that just peachy? We spend hours racing all over the countryside, and where's all the action? Right in our own backyard. We're never gonna win this thing. The school's gonna pull the plug on us, sell the farm, and that's gonna be all she wrote. And it's all Krollmeister's fault for saddling us with a bunch of Bush League junk. But now that you're here, maybe our luck will change. You'll be reporting to Debbie, but make no mistake, I call the shots around here. In fact, 2 things you need to do right off the bat. I gotta give a workshop on tornado preparedness at the junior high school next week, so put a sample disaster kit together for me. If anything's missing, go up the road to Ma and Pa's and get it there.
And you're gonna give me money for that, or you're expecting me, the unpaid intern, to pay for it? Sir.
What else would you like me to do?
Second thing you need to do is redesign the warning siren layout for the local community. They just got a set of new sirens and their range is different, so the town asked me, and now I'm telling you, to figure out where to place them so if there is a tornado, everyone will be within earshot of a siren. All the information you need is on the chart in the other room. You have questions about anything, bug Debbie, not me. Nice meeting you.
Okie dokie.
That tornado you just saw,
Bite me.
what'd you think?
What do you mean?
Were you excited? Terrified? Did it make you want to go home? What?
Actually, that tornado is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to see another one.
Now that's what I like to see. Wish I could get that sort of enthusiasm out of my students these days. Between you and me, the last few years I've gotten stuck with the worst students. I could be telling them about the most exciting storms on record, and all I get back is a sea of bored faces. Before they defunded my department, I got the best of the best. Students who really cared, like Debbie, but those days are over.
That must really be disappointing.
What are you, like 18? Do me a favor, kid, don't talk to me about disappointment till you've lived long enough to experience it firsthand. I'm sorry, Nancy, that was I know you meant well. Anyway, good news is it looks like weather conditions for the next 2 weeks are going to be ideal for tornadogenesis. Which means we could be in for a record-breaking string of tornadoes. You may be putting that enthusiasm to good use.
I sure hope so.
Okay. Now we're gonna go in settings. Settings. Because some of these need to go down a little bit. Okay. There we go. Debbie!
Nancy, hi! You've met Scott, the project leader. I'm Debbie, the project manager.
Do you know why Scott has a
Do you
stick
know
up his
why
butt?
Scott is in such a bad mood?
I've worked with him for the past 5 years, and believe it or not, that's his normal mood. When he's in a bad mood, yikes.
Then why are you here?
You've worked with him for 5 years?
I just got my doctorate in meteorology from Canute College. From the day I walked into Scott's Theories of Tornadogenesis class, I was hooked. I've been on his chase team in one capacity or another ever since.
Impressive.
You must be pretty easygoing.
I've just learned how to read Scott and deal with his idiosyncrasies, that's all. Like all the equipment malfunctions we've been experiencing. Let's just say that Scott is extremely good at misdirecting blame.
You think the problems are really Scott's fault?
But hey, I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is something you'll never hear him say. Anyway, first thing every morning, I'll brief you on what has to be done that day. As for the rest of today, those 2 jobs Scott gave you, get them done. Pretty much everything he says in there, I can hear out here. He's not exactly a low talker. The chart with all the siren stuff is in the living room, and that computer quiz you took will tell you what needs to go into the kit. If any items are missing, you can go to Ma and Pa's general store up the road and buy them. Just purchase wisely, our budget is very limited. And if you haven't introduced yourself to Pa or finished the filing, please do so. And once you're done with all that, you can head out to the cornfield and fix the sprinkler system.
Fix the sprinkler system?
What?
See, this farmhouse and the acreage it sits on were donated to Canute as a research facility. The chase team gets it during tornado season, the agricultural team's here the rest of the year, so we've agreed to maintain whatever projects they've got going in their absence. Right now, they're in the middle of collaborating on something with this big mucky-muck research center in Hawaii, which is just another way of saying, fix those sprinklers ASAP.
That's a lot of jobs for one day.
I found this box out front when I arrived. Thought maybe I better turn it in.
Wow. There must be a couple $100 in here. Job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
You don't know whose it is?
No idea. I heard you tell Scott about seeing that tornado, so my guess is the twister carried it in from somewhere else. Maybe even somewhere miles from here.
I'd feel better if you kept it.
Sure. When I get a chance, I'll call the sheriff and report it.
I'll check back with you in a bit.
Okay. Oh, and thanks for driving that car up here for us. That was a big help. See ya.
You're welcome. I think. Explore the computer. What's over here? Filing cabinet. Oh no. S is immediately next to R. Circle is to the left of the dots. The weird line pathway is to the right of the triangles. Dots immediately next to R. Triangles immediately next to circle. Dots to the left of S. The lines immediately next to the circle. Okie dokie. Okay. I don't know how to best to work this out. I think I'm gonna use some post-it notes. Ew, I just popped my head. Like, fully popped out of the socket. Super. Okie dokie. We have some post-it notes. Her. 2, 4, 6. Okay, we need one more post-it note. Then we tear them in half and line them up right here on the desk. Because frankly, trying to click it in order there is not gonna work. Simply because I can't like just shove one right in here. I have to move everything, and that's just gonna complicate too many things. Triangle, R, circle, weird pathway, triangle, triangle, dots in a triangle, and an S. Okay. S is immediately next to R. Okay. We have the triangle is immediately next to the circle, which is immediately next to the little pathways thing. So we know that those three go in a line somehow, but we don't know what order. The big dot thing is to the left of the triangles, which would mean that would have to be after. And S is immediately next to R. And the dots are immediately next to R. The dots are to the left of S. Okay. Let's see if this order works. Because right now we got triangles and that, and then that, 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 and that.
All right, got it.
Yes! Okay, now that we've finished that, that was an exciting time. And we can't look at anything because we're lame. Oh, I have to, this is an R, it goes in there.
Looks like garbage. Don't need this.
Corn bag. Somebody bought corn and has left it for the mice.
I just saw a mouse over here.
I've been seeing more and more of them.
There's a pile of corn. Tell her. Like, come on, man. Communication is key. Communicate with each other. Okay. County siren chart. Nope, we can't really see those. So now we just put whatever we want in here? I don't understand. Go with that. That does not cover everything. The thing with this one is that we're gonna have to make sure everything is fully covered, because otherwise somebody's not gonna get their warning, and that would be bad. Right there. Yeah. Okay. Get the green one. It should probably go there. No. Maybe? No, because now that people can't. Balls. I don't understand. We're gonna put that one there. Actually, maybe? We do that. No. Maybe? That can definitely cover all of this stuff. That's not. That's not. So that means we need these to go in there. And then definitely one of these up in here. Which means that one can go there. Apparently not. I just wanted to see if there's more instructions. There's not. And if that's not right, which it isn't, because like you can see stuff down there. This isn't gonna help the situation, is it? No, because that's still there. That's not gonna do it. Let us see. Wait, what if I do... Why can't I grab it? Okay. So apparently, if you get something in the right place, you can't pick it up again? Okay, we're just gonna hit clear the board. Oh, okay, there's the two that have to be there. My bad. Okay. Now, gotta figure out which things to go for. What if we put that one there? And then we gotta put one around here. And then definitely one there. One can go there. Definitely there. Another big one. More reds over there. That one should go there. Okay, let's start putting what we can over things with the smaller ones. Because the smaller ones are better to overuse, you know. We don't want no friggin' running into not having enough of the big ones again. Okay, now. That should be right. Does she say that's done? Because we got everything covered. So I'm just going to leave it. You leave it and ask Debbie.
What's up?
Would you happen to know who threw out the sales receipt for dried corn that's in the wastebasket over there?
Dried corn? Why would anyone around here buy dried corn?
To make the little piles of dried corn I keep finding around here. They look a lot more man-made than mouse-made.
Thank you for telling me.
Are you suggesting someone has been deliberately feeding the mice?
I think someone's been trying to lure them inside.
Everyone on this team has his quirks, that is for sure. But deliberately causing a mouse infestation? Nobody's that mental.
Then why are there piles of corn?
Why is there a file in the cabinet labeled Grange Theater?
Theater's kind of a passion with me. So when I got here at the beginning of tornado season, I found out the Grange needed a stage manager for the play it's putting on, and volunteered for the job. And soon became the sound and lighting director as well, which means when I'm not here or out in the field, I'm there.
It sounds like you keep pretty busy.
You don't even know the half of it. We're approaching final dress for the Grange's big play of the year. Everyone from around here shows up. You should ask Pa about it. He's got much more of a passion for the stage than you'd expect from a man in overalls.
I better get to work.
Have fun!
I'm not. Because you won't believe me. Okay, we have a task list. And did that.
Can't check that off yet.
Come on!
Check. 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 That's done.
Okay. So, we've done the very beginning. Let's look at the disaster kit again. Frickin' piles of corn everywhere.
Hi, I'm Frosty. As you can probably tell from all this equipment, I'm the media guy. Still pictures, audio, video, digital, analog. I do it all. Do it pretty darn well, too.
Is there a story behind the name Frosty?
Sure is. Couple of years ago, before I met Scott or any other tornado chasers for that matter, I was out taking pictures of this ginormous thunderstorm that was brewing outside Norman. I'd drive for a while, jump out, snap some pictures, roll some video, jump back in, drive some more, just looking for good pictures, you know? I wasn't really paying attention to what the storm was doing until all of a sudden it got really, really dark. And then it just started pouring. And I mean, rain was coming down like my car had stopped under Niagara Falls, and the wind was blowing and the car was swaying, and then it started to hail. First just dime-sized stuff, then quarter-sized, then golf ball-sized, then all of a sudden, the windshield shatters and a hailstone the size of a fist lands in my lap. Then another, then another. Turns out I'd punched the core of an incredibly powerful HP supercell.
You'd punched the what of the who?
HP means high precipitation, lots of rain, and a supercell is a cloud formation capable of producing severe thunderstorms. The core is the worst part of a supercell, where violent updrafts can produce huge hailstones, to say nothing of tornadoes.
Did you see one?
That time? No. But I did roll down my window and start shooting, and I came away with photos and footage of hail that no one's been able to top yet. Overnight, I went from being Tobias Harlow, run-of-the-mill photographer, to Frosty Harlow, fearless documenter of extreme weather phenomena.
What happened to your arm?
What, these scratches? Just a few minor war wounds. See, I was climbing the fence next to the old Fraser Creek windmill so I could get a clear shot of some mammatus clouds. And what happens? I dropped my camera bag right into a patch of brambles. Thorns just about took my arm off when I went to grab it.
Have you ever been, seriously injured?
Nah. But then I'm still relatively new to the storm chasing biz. I joined the team last year after their photographer quit halfway through. This is my first full season. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this team, I might add. I'm good.
I'll catch you later.
Pop in anytime.
Okay, I don't need to click on that. I need to look at the list. Where's the list? It's on the computer. Over here. Emergency planning, disaster kit. Okay, I'm gonna just take a picture instead of writing it down. Come on, phone. Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna stop this one right here, and then we're gonna put our disaster kit together.